Welcome back to GM Worldwide Radio. This is Unfiltered, and this is the first 10. I'm Ian James.
This is Jay Skyline. I don't know what it's kicking for. It's Monday, man. It's the day after everything hit off. And, the game started. We don't care. We both had the Packers winning. If the 49ers find a way with their third stringer, backup quarterback, or whatever the fuck he is to win that game tonight, that's fine. But we both have the Packers winning by, I'm assuming, a lot.
A lot. It could be, maybe 60 points over to somebody.
I was going with like 28 to like 7, but
Well, all right, let's look at just recently we just had the pretty much Ravens have a blowout, surprisingly, against a team that still kind of matters.
No. The Ravens broke their team record in sacks this weekend. 11 sacks in a game.
I think it was, 11
If I was
sacks.
Marcus Mariota, I'd quit.
I don't think he's ever had that. He's never had an injury. He had one.
I would say he gets injured all the time.
But he's never had somewhere it was like his line fell that bad in one whole game.
Oh, no, this was Adam Sandler longest yard all over the place. Like 11 sacks in a game, y'all don't care about me.
Yeah.
That's how I'm walking straight into the halftime. I'm walking in there like, y'all don't really care about me, do you? Y'all don't want me to be the quarterback of this team.
I didn't really want you as it, but.
Are you a Titans fan?
No.
I felt bad. I felt bad for Marcus Mariota when he got drafted there.
Where did you think he was good for?
Anywhere but Tennessee. Because Tennessee just seems like a place where quarterbacks die. Ask Vince Young.
Vince Young was aight. He was good, but Matt Hasselbeck was aight.
Matt Hasselbeck also played in like 40 other places.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's anyone really.
Hey, man, one of your squads won this weekend. Steelers took the victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. Shout out to Tyler Boyd, balling from Clareton and Pitt. So it was a good day in Pittsburgh all around. From what I understand is I've heard of Tyler Boyd's family members want him to play well when they play against the Steelers, but they still want him to lose.
Oh, wow. Is that how they feel?
That's how I'd feel if I was.
That's how I feel too. Like, I love you, but
this would be my rules to a family member being in the NFL. If it's a regular season, you could beat my team.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, vice versa.
No, fuck that.
Regular season, I want my team to win. You ball. Now in the playoffs, I will admit I will ride with my family through the playoffs. Meaning, is somehow in the playoffs you play my favorite team. I'm sorry, I got to root for my family to make it.
Are you?
Yeah,
so
it's once in a lifetime.
So you're saying, let's say your family member was on the NFC West. It could have been. We could say, I don't know. We'll say Seahawks for the fuck of it, because they have more of a chance. And let's say your cousin was on the team, and this is for the NFC Championship game.
You talking like first cousin, like I chill with him as a child?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with him. No, because this is this cousin that you haven't seen, like you see at the family reunion and only the family reunion. I might waver on that. Yeah. But if I'm cool with this cousin, like he's been there, yeah, I'm rocking with that cousin.
All right. He's like, yeah, no, you haven't been there that much. Like,
No.
All day.
Hope you had a good game, man.
Okay.
I'm always here for you having a good game.
Mm-hmm. Have a good game, but you ain't gonna win.
No, that's how I feel about it is. Again, if you're like my first cousin, I'm gonna rock with you through the playoffs. If you're the cousin I met you through just family reunions and I only met you a couple times, we really don't know each other. I hope you play good, my bro. But the Rams need the Super Bowl more than you do. You ain't buying me no car.
Damn. If you want to put it like that, yeah.
You would put it the same way. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
One of your 25 favorite teams makes the playoffs and he don't play for him. You voting for that team.
They have a higher chance of being on one of my teams, but yeah, I'm not gonna really get.
Well, you took it to a percentage chance. There's a higher chance since I got 8 teams that I like that he'll end up on one of them.
Yeah, that's one out of
8.
1 out of 4.
Is that what 8 to 32 goes down to?
So 1/4. It's about
Then on the other side, last night we saw the fall of the mighty Kansas City Chiefs. And then we coronate the only undefeated team left in the NFL. Vince McMahon style. How you like it?
God damn.
The Los Angeles Rams are 6-0. The first time since 2001. Where 1999 to 2001, we did it 3 years in a row. Kurt Warner style. But we are here. I hope y'all are ready for this. You were supposed to do the beat thing like you always do, James.
What?
Are you ready for this? See, I don't even get the same enthusiasm around here, man.
I'm not gonna give you like the full like y'all ready first. Yeah, you ain't gonna get the whole.
We out here balling. Todd Gurley ran for 200 yards. Hope Cooper Kupp's okay. I know he got hurt during the game.
He got hurt, so that could be a big deal for y'all. And you don't got anybody else after that. That's your second or third receiver.
Man, we don't need anybody else, man. Sean McVay just schemes them open, and we still got Pharaoh Cooper somewhere.
We got Pharaoh. Where?
After his accident, I don't think they'll cut him. Oh. And it's like at some point Dallas will cut Tavon Austin. We can bring Tavon Austin back eventually.
You for real want him back?
No.
Oh, I was about to be like, oh.
So for once in my life, I might agree with Drake. Drake came out on that weird LeBron James TV show that LeBron James has in a barbershop, even though LeBron James' hairline's faded so far back. Yo, and I'm sure he's not going to a barbershop no more. It's all about Rogaine for LeBron James at this point. Just keeping it 100.
So he owns. Does he own the barbershop?
I'm assuming it's in his house.
Okay, all right.
Like it might be a barbershop out on the street, but I'm assuming because you don't see anything but the barbershop itself. Because it looks like it might even be in a studio where they just put a barbershop in there. Mm-hmm. But Drake goes in and talks about life, and he talks about what happened with Pusha T, and he basically puts it all on Kanye. He says he went out to Wyoming just to, I guess, to go chill with Kanye. Kanye was hyping up as he was going to work on Drake's album. Mm-hmm. And then I guess 40 went out there, Kane and all. And I guess 40 was out there without Drake, and he called Drake like, hey, yo, it sounds like he's making an album. So Drake came back out, found out the truth. And then at that time, I guess Drake was like letting Kanye listen to music. Mm-hmm. And he also, I guess he played some of the music that he had for him. Oh, big issue, which is funny as fuck, because I actually think Drake would have probably been really funny to listen to on this beat in a good way. Kanye gave Drake the Scooby-Doo Poop beat. And then Kanye released the beat after the fact. Which you all know, if you know me, I fucks with the beat. I don't know what the hell Kanye was doing, but that beat is dope. So Drake thought he was getting that beat for the low. And then he told, I guess Drake confided in Kanye about having issues with his baby mama during that time. So that I've always knew that Kanye was the one that told Pusha T that Drake had a kid. Like if you thought that Pusha T actually went out and had a private investigator do this, no. Drake was just dumb enough to open up to Kanye. Which again is why I tell y'all I would probably have to fight Kanye if I ever met Kanye.
You were not gonna fight Kanye.
I'd fight Kanye. Okay. You couldn't fight Nas if you found him beating a woman like allegedly he's been doing to Khalees half his life?
Goddamn. Yo, you had to go ahead and throw it like that. I mean, if I saw Nas, I'd stop it. I'd be like, Nas, you need some help. I ain't whooping his ass. I still think, we got to keep his mouth, we can still may be able to, still spit it, later.
I mean, through the wire, James, through the wire.
Through the wire. I don't know. I feel like, first off, he should have bought, if he wanted that beat, he should have bought it.
Kanye gave him the beat. This is how, stuff like that in the industry works.
Did he give him the beat?
Yeah, and then Kanye still had another copy of the beat, obviously. And, it went hard.
Oh, I was gonna say you didn't pay for the beat, it ain't your beat, so I don't know.
Other thing, has anybody noticed the preview to the new Free Drugs video or Happy Clouds video? Because he's like, I need to know. It's on the page. Did you see the video?
With him eating food at the?
Yeah, man, bro. Because I just know that you and the rest of us around us and working in this lane aren't rich enough to have good props. So I'm assuming that you really put some food.
First off, come on. It could have been his lunch. Come on, don't.
He still, at some point, it was in a trash can.
All I'm saying is, it was in a styrofoam container. It was closed. You didn't see how it was.
Put it, germs don't work like that. Germs do not work like that.
So you're saying, I'm putting this on top. Here's the lid. I'm putting this right on top. Here's the garbage lid. It's protected by this. My food's been unprotected. Lifting this, obviously, yeah. If he's here and then uses the same hand that he picked up the garbage can from and then started eating, which he probably did, yeah, there is some type of cross-contamination. If you want to break it down like that, yes. All right? You want to look it down like that, yeah. But, I mean, how much germs are there? Probably a lot, but he's still alive. I just saw him the other night.
Barely after what y'all told me happened last night.
He's still alive. He might have been beating the demons out, but he's still good.
You don't know, like the side effects from eating food from the trash can might have caused what you saw last night.
What?
Side effects from eating food from the trash can might have caused what you saw last night.
It could have been, but probably most likely not.
You're supposed to be the health expert. You should be on my side. Eating food from the trash should not be something.
Will not make you go crazy like a rabid dog that would make you want to punch yourself. That he chose to do that on his own. that was the song was. That's what the song was. So swing.
You lost your mind. Like on everything, you've lost your mind on that side. Yeah, I just wanted to know, like y'all out here eating stuff straight out of the trash can. Back onto this NFL news. Buffalo Bills down all quarterbacks.
So who do they have? Who are they gonna?
The Peterman, which I figured out they have to drop the Peterman and then just go get new quarterbacks.
Just drop everybody.
They can't drop Josh Allen.
Why?
First overall pick.
I mean, you could keep him, but just.
Well, he's hurt. But Peterman threw 2 more interceptions yesterday that were just terrible.
Y'all need to get. I hate to do it to him, but y'all need to get what's his face, the brother over at Jets. What's his name? Luke or
McCown.
McCown, yeah. McCown, the McCown brothers. Bring him
on.
You
said brother. I thought you were about to say Kaepernick. I thought we were going to shut off the camera.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. God damn. Whoa.
I was so worried. Like, I feel like if you look and you go back, my face changed a little bit when you said brother because I'm like, I know he's not about to go brother and just say Kaepernick.
No. No, the McCown, one of the, Luke McCown. I think it's Luke.
Yeah, it's Luke.
Or is it Josh?
No, Josh is in New York. Josh McCown. Shout out to the backup quarterback brothers.
Yeah. I don't think Luke's in it anymore, but Josh, he could still kill it. And, he might have a chance or...
Also, shout out to the Texans yesterday for bringing back the red uniforms. I've been waiting for somebody to come out with their reds this year. Because the Giants and the Patriots don't do it no more.
Who else? You can bring Ryan Fitzpatrick back.
No.
No?
That was like the one place he was never good. Like, I just never thought that...
It's just like them receivers up there has never been good. Y'all talk up, what was that, Stevie Johnson? Y'all talked him up
He had 1,000 yards.
Hey, one year. Okay, 1 year. It was 1 year. Nobody else had any other yards. He was the only one who ever had the yards. Everyone else had about 200-300 yards,
I can't speak for that.
And then who?
Didn't they have Roy Williams? No, they didn't have Roy Williams.
No, they were running. That's when they were running, like, they were using C.J. Spiller and
Fred Jackson
as a receiver running back.
One of the best Bills running backs of all time.
Possibly, yeah.
At least for my fantasy team, it was.
For your fantasy team? C.J. Spiller.
I traded C.J. Spiller twice that year.
He sucks.
Traded him somebody. That guy dropped him like 2 weeks later, picked him back up, and retraded him again to somebody else.
That's trifling as hell.
You took a trade for Ahmad Bradshaw. I don't want to hear that.
Because Ahmad Bradshaw was supposed to be somebody down in down over in Indianapolis, but obviously he wasn't. He ain't shit.
The only person that Ahmad Bradshaw is somebody to is his mama.
For real? For real? So how about the Jaguars losing it at their home field?
They got crushed.
Home field advantage.
And Jalen Ramsey was crying.
Oh yeah, he was fairly upset about.
He didn't do a press conference at all. Basically, he just pulled a Marshawn Lynch after the game. Which, if y'all don't know who Jalen Ramsey is not the person that after you lose can shut up. Because he's basically the Terrell Owens of cornerbacks. Because he just talks shit on everybody. So for y'all to lose by like 40. And then for they come to your locker room and be like, hey, you got something to say. You just be like, oh, I got nothing to say. No, that's bullshit, Jalen Rose. You've been talking shit on everybody in the NFL. You've been ripping every wide receiver you've been going against, even though I will admit you've been quiet this week because there are no wide receivers on that team.
No. As much as you would want.
Because who they lose to? The Colts?
No, the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, that's even worse. There's no receivers on the Cowboys at all.
Alan Hearns, like he's supposed to be.
Alan Hearns ain't nothing since he left Blake Bortles. I never thought I'd say that in my life.
And then who else is there?
And then I swear to God, that one white dude, Cole Beasley, is just on the team because Jerry Jones likes him.
Yeah, I was about to say Cole Beasley's just there for just like it's like we lost Jason Witten. We need a new white dude.
Look up Cole Beasley's career stats because I'm completely convinced that he's never made it past like 600 yards in a season.
Oh come on, Let's check it out.
He's been in the league for like 10 years, and he's a career slot receiver, and not even a good one. Like, there's nothing really good about Cole Beasley to me outside of the fact that his name is Cole and he's still on his team somehow.
All right, here's his professional career stats.
I need season, because like if you give me career total, it's gonna make it sound wild.
All right, yep. All right, 2012. God damn.
What's his best season?
Best season was last year. 833.
That was how many years in the game has he been?
Been 2012. First year. Games. All right, he didn't start any games. He only started the most games he ever started was 6.
Ever? Even last year?
Even last year, he started only at 6.
I'll admit, if he only started 6 games, he got 800 yards. It's pretty impressive. I can't lie.
15, he had 3 games started. 2 games started 14. 3 games started in 13. 0 started in 12. But he ended up getting 128, 300. 368, 420, 536, 833. Right now he's at 314. So, I mean, he's not that great. I mean, the stats are awful. I mean, but again, you're still in. His definitely can be shadowed out by, during that time, Jason Witten and Des Bryant. So, definitely.
I'm just saying Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley ain't nothing. I'm not saying he's like your best receiver. Who else? Tavon Wallace's there, and
your boys.
Tyron Matthew, or not
Williams.
Yeah.
Moving on to your excuse me, to your West Coast Steelers team, the Oakland Raiders. They're still taking L's. John Gruden's about to get fired.
That's fine, but how are you supposed to get fired whenever you said he has a?
They still got no. The idea is you're not going to fire somebody and continue to pay their salary for 10 years. But the Oakland Raiders have put themselves in that position. Like, that's the thing. No matter what, John Gruden will get paid for 10 more years. It's not like you're going to pay him for another year or two because you fired him early. You got to pay John Gruden for 10 years. Mm. He's on your payroll for 10 years. He gets to file as an employee of the Oakland Raiders for 10 years on his taxes.
Okay, if you want to put it like you've been breaking it down there.
And he won't have to show up for work.
No, that's some bullshit. Y'all.
Do you understand why firing him is a bad idea? Because like even if you fire him, you got to pay him for the next 10 years. And he could be in Florida while y'all playing football in Las Vegas taking 2 and 12 seasons.
There has to be something written in there. It's like, we need your ass fucking here or doing shit. Like
doing what? If you fire him as the head coach, what else is he supposed to do?
Not firing, but I'm just saying, like, demote him as, like, I don't know, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator.
First thing, he's an offensive coach. He'll be the highest paid offensive coordinator in the NFL.
Okay.
In history.
That's fine.
He'll be getting paid more than half the coaches in the NFL as a half.
I just don't think he's the person for the team, all right? I didn't think he really was before. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, bring him back. But it's like,
so you're saying John Gruden is your Jeff Fisher?
If like to you, like,
I mean, I didn't want Jeff Fisher when he got hired as a Rams coach before.
I wasn't really like, it's like, you had your chance then.
He won a Super Bowl back then.
Yeah, with
y'all traded him. That's not on him. No, Buccaneers. No, Jeff Fisher was the Titans coach. He never won. No, remember the 1 yard line stop? Mm-hmm. Rams Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't there.
He was the coach of the Titans when they lost.
Oh yeah, he was there.
That's why I think he sabotaged the Rams when he came to the Rams. He was still salty.
He's like, fuck them boys.
Yes.
He's like, I'll go ahead and fuck this shit. I'll bring Cortland Finnegan in and I'll start this shit up.
Cortland Finnegan was one of the best things that happened to that team.
Okay, so you're taking that.
I will take the black guy with the Irish man's name. Cortland Finnegan was like, when I found out he was black, it was like, it was like, wait, his name is Cortland Finnegan. I was full blown, like he was like, yeah, red hair, freckles, like I was here for all of that. Even though I think he did have red hair, or he was like one of the weird black dudes that had like his skin color and his hair color were the same thing.
No,
he was like light skin. He was light skinned, but like his hair color was the same skin like color.
No, it was a different. Yo.
Cortland Finnegan.
God damn. Pretty sure his hair is darker than his skin complexion. God damn.
Little slide off of the NFL. I accidentally posted it on my page, so I had to find it. You hear about the human Uber?
Human Uber. So yeah, it's like, you put a screen on your face, and you just kind of like, oh hey, I'm here for work meeting.
I don't know how the person behind the screen can walk and see, but I'd do it.
I think that was kind of little, kind of think that, like the way they show the picture, I wouldn't put it on until it's ready. Like I'm not gonna fucking walk and like have this person be like, okay, make a left. Like no, like I'm gonna walk and you can wait until it's time for this meeting that you're paying me for. I could walk there myself. I don't need you to like you don't. If you wanted to be there, you should have been there. If you have all this time to watch me walk all around. But if this is just for meetings, I mean, how much you getting paid an hour as the person, and then like what's to like what's a point where you're like, okay, this person should be hearing this shit, like as just a normal person, as like the Uber driver of the body.
I'm just saying, man, if y'all paying me to show up the shit that I don't have to pay attention to, I'm cool. Because that means if I got to show up to a meeting about quantum physics, but I don't got to care.
But what's the whole point is like I can't make it because I have other things to do.
No,
like
we know
like
this is going to
be kids or
people
something.
People are going to take advantage of this.
People are going to take advantage. Absolutely, it's gonna be a setup for somebody.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm not taking this job. I can just imagine somebody being like, "Yeah, just walk here, then just make this left down this alleyway." Okay, now empty your pockets. Wait, what? Empty your motherfucking pockets, dumbass. Thought this was driving Uber? No, we just drove you to get jacked.
Oh damn!
I told you.
But it's not like.
Blake Griffin type dish.
Yeah. All right.
There was this, Malachi looked up Cortland Finnegan and found out that he actually does have red hair and freckles on top of being light skinned. So his dad is Mike.
Like that one color look. Like you said, he's just beige. Like,
That's beige. God damn y'all.
I told you I was right.
Oh.
He used to get beat up though. Like he got beat up. Like if you look it up, there's a video of him getting his helmet taken off and beaten up by Andre Johnson.
Yeah, that was
It is
real
one of the
shit.
funniest videos of all time. He was fucking with Andre Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you fucked around a little too much. Yep.
Found out that Andre Johnson was from Port Arthur or something like that.
He don't take that shit.
But you got anything else, James? Because I knew there was gonna be a short show today.
Who was Well, I guess we could give a little recap. I guess we could do that. Recap of King of the Berg. So, if y'all didn't get a chance, it's down over in Dormont, Hollywood Lanes. This man over here to the right was
I was sick.
asked many times over, where is this man out? So obviously he's here. But
I'm here now. I was sick on Saturday. I'd have been up there sneezing. I'd have been sneezing my life away on Saturday night.
so, well, King of the Berg, we had a super dope show. It was very interesting. They did a draw to the hat type style. So you didn't know who really was going to perform. So there's no set list. We had who they started off with? Coke the Monster. Then from there, just kind of, I think there's about 4 or 5 acts from there. I'm sorry for just forgetting how the acts went. Then we had a intermission for Put Up or Shut Up for Scraps Battle. Don Status and Cypher. That was cool.
Choking all over the place, I'm assuming.
No.
Decipher didn't choke?
No.
Status didn't choke?
maybe like half.
It
Okay.
wasn't a choke. It was.
No, it wasn't.
There was no choke. They did their full rounds, as they could.
You said there was a 25-minute Decipher round.
3 minute.
It was like, I don't know. This is kind of the thing. You're out here 1 round. You're out here kind of showing up for a music event. It's like nobody's out here making a song 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long. I mean, the music.
Hey, One Blood remix, shout out.
But I'm just saying, like, it could be shorter, and I think some people were saying like things could be shorter, make it like a little bit longer, or whatever, like on some certain parts. But I mean, it just pretty much I thought it was all right, but I mean, like, it just depends on like a lot of people were like maybe it was a little too long, on the Cypher. It wasn't a battle crowd, but
that's something I've forgotten from Scraps events that you aren't usually.
It was that battle was good enough where they were like, oh, this is what they do, like this is what they be talking. So it was kind of it was pretty lit. After that we had Campiola did a special performance. He had like it looked like he was doing this music video for something, and some of the crowd wasn't really messing with him pushing down this girl. More the females, I guess, and calling her a bitch. Obviously, that's part of the. But this is all for the music backslash artist.
Calling her a bitch.
Well, I mean, obviously, nobody hold up, nobody wants that. But it's for the artistic, content, and obviously,
apparently it wasn't artistic enough for the crowd.
well, we'll see it in maybe we'll see it in the music video soon, so we'll see. But Woozy Williams came on, and who else was the other? D-Clack came on too, so it was cool.
D-Clack's one of the best in the city. He's I haven't heard a full
Because
project.
he called out everybody out.
Well, not that, because I haven't heard a full project, but I hear him on features all the time, and he kills it. So he's like Pittsburgh's Nate Dogg to me right now, where it's like he's on all
Hold
these
on,
features.
whoa! You can't just Nate Dogg it.
R&B features.
Well,
R&B, yeah.
Well, who else? Loon? Because I didn't think Loon was that good, but I never heard a solo Loon project.
We'll come back to this.
Yeah, we'll come back. Yeah, don't be just putting Nate Dogg. I'm sorry. No offense to you, D-Clap, but Nate Dogg, that's a whole different. That's if that person was R&B and they were like, oh, we need that on the hook, or we need that.
D-Clack, I'm noticing people are
For
like,
the
we
hook.
need that for the verse.
But it's not for the hook. It's for the hook, though.
All right, just continue your goddamn
Keep
recap.
it in a rolling. Then after that, we got more that we finished off the set. Shout out to Happy Clouds for knocking himself out, I guess.
We gotta get pictures of him punching himself. Not pictures, t-shirts of him punching himself in the face.
That was cool. Fresh track. That was cool that you first time performing. So just give my opinion on that. And then after that, you had Jake Weiser came on, so that was cool. I think he's going by Maury Hill. Yeah, that's what he's going by now. So that was pretty tight. He did off his album. He did.
What track did he do? Now I'm so I missed
The
this.
Rain.
Okay, that was a dope one.
Yeah, so that was cool. Yeah, it was a real cool performance. After that, we got trying to remember who was all coming after. Maybe I think Lexa Tressel. She did pretty cool.
Is that the one that
couple
has
other
like
people.
45 X's in her name or something?
Maybe a couple X's. I don't know if it has that many.
As long as there's more than 3 or less than 1.
What? All right. Okay. Anyways, keep it going. The night ended off. Obviously, the concert ended. Had a little party, hangout while the judges were all pretty much adding up the numbers and figuring out their individual scores will eventually be totaled up. So there was 5 judges. Wait, what? Giuliano.
Wait, Johnny?
Johnny Giuliano.
Oh, shit. Okay. He's like a legend to me.
Stevie B.
Stevie B.
There was one guy.
Motorman. Who was the other person?
One white guy that I didn't know.
It's another white guy. Who was the other white guy?
Mike Hit.
Mike Hit. And then
There was one sitting.
that's another guy. I'm sorry. There's somebody. And then DJ Afterthought was kind of like the host. And then we had What If as the DJ. And then Complex was around, helping out.
Hey, check us out in 2019. We're going to host something.
Okay.
Well, we got to have big dreams out here, man. We're going to host something.
We could have 218. We still got this year. Y'all out here talking about next year. We talking about right now.
Queen of the Bird coming soon. Jay Scotland and
Well,
James
let me give you up the stats. Actually, the first person named off on the list for number 3, Queen of the Berg, would be Alexa Tressel, but she actually wanted to take the title as king. So that was on her.
Third, so they tried to say the queen, and she was like, "No, I'm the king." And
Yeah, so she's the king of the Berg. She's 3rd place. 2nd place came out the Quiddle. Also want to talk about your performance was dope. Dope performance. You knew pretty much all your lyrics. I'm not going to go ahead and throw out names, but a lot of people out
This
here.
is what kills me about our rap scene. Like, we're giving points to people winning awards because they knew their damn lyrics.
I mean, but the thing is, you know what? If you're out here on stage, you can kind of perform well, but if you don't know half your lyrics, it's like.
That's not the point. The point
But it
is
means
this
you
shouldn't even be an issue.
you should know all your lyrics. It should be an automatic. But the thing is, if everybody on the stage didn't this didn't happen, but if everybody on the stage didn't know their lyrics, and it's like, oh well, that person knew half his song. It's like, well, we guess we gotta give it to him.
That's what it sounded like you just said, though.
It wasn't like that, but there was. I would say, I don't know how many were there, but there was a couple. I'll say there was a couple people that were out there just.
Be happy that I didn't come because I would let them know who didn't know their lyrics.
Shout out to Ghost Rider as well. He out there, he gave us some major shout outs. I want to give you a major shout out. Shout out to you. Thanks for coming on the show. You rap pretty hard. I liked it. It was tight. But Quiddle, like I said, he had a solid fan base. A lot of people were out there. There's probably about like maybe 5 or 6 people. I mean, pretty much almost everybody had a pretty solid fan base. Out there singing or cheering on their favorite performer. But the actual winner was Young Hogue. He came out of jail. That's under some type of special circumstances.
We have gone to the conclusion that it's a halfway house, James, and stop overhyping it.
I'm not overhyping it. I'm just saying.
That's what he said. He did say jail.
He said jail. He said he came out of jail. No, I don't believe that.
I mean, if that's the case, he's on the race.
He's on the race. I don't know. But I mean, like, overall, it don't matter. Young Ho came out a solid performance. I mean, overall, like, his performance, the atmosphere, even his, like, the crowd was definitely loving it. Does he deserve it? Absolutely. I think he deserved, being the, winner. Even with or without the fact of, having to leave early, because of any stipulations. So
that's what's up. So it was a successful night for King of the Bird.
I think it was a successful night. It was very fun. A lot of cameos of random people walking through. Walkman was there. A couple other artists were around there. So it was just like, it was a good atmosphere. Hollywood Lane is definitely a good spot to, if you want to have a venue there, definitely a good spot to go check out.
All right. So y'all heard her here first. So again, man, check out. We're going to have a lot of pictures posted up on the internet, Grandma World Radio on the Facebook page. And y'all might get a slideshow on the YouTube page. I'm not sure.
Let me give a shout out to everybody's name before I don't want to just leave it like that. Just saying that, I only said like 5 people's names.
If you didn't show up, I guess you ain't going to find out who was here. This is coming from a person that didn't show up.
I mean, if you want to put it like that. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get it. I'm sorry. Actually, OE was in the crowd. He wasn't there. That doesn't count. Well, he was in the building. He was in the building.
The roof is the ceiling, James. I don't know what to tell you.
Heaney was out there performing. God damn. I am horrible.
All right. We'll be back again tomorrow. We got a top 10. Do we got a top 3?
We're going to start the Tupac breaking down the bracket. We might have to do 10. We might do it like we did the East, West, South.
All right, so we're going to start the Tupac bracket tomorrow. Top 10 Tuesdays goes into bracket mode again. And, yeah, man, again, we both got the Packers winning tonight. It's probably halftime right now. People probably going home from the Lambeau Field because the Packers are probably blowing them the fuck out. Malachi's going to look up the score to make us look bad before we go off the air, apparently.
Alrighty, here, I'm going to run some more names up. Scarbelly, Kalani, Jubies, Drew City, Bump, Champagne J, Ugly Face, and
Alan J.
Alan J was there. Vibe Lord Ford. You just, I'm not gonna say nothing. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, it was a couple people from out of state actually who met some artists, but it was cool event. Sorry.
All right. Real quick before we get off of here, because I want to make sure that our predictions are right now. I'm going to find out.
17-7, Green Bay. It's almost the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
17-7.
So we'll be back tomorrow to talk about that Green Bay victory at home in Lambeau Field.
Yeah, you can.
It's over. It's been over.
It's already game over. They're already putting the tail in.
And again, it's the Rams world. You're just living in it. Have a good night.
No, we're not leaving on that. Did you end this? We're not leaving out like that. This is Unfiltered. I'm Ann James.
This is Jay Scott, man.
And we'll see you next time.